They call me Dan, the Lakers fan. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy Dtlf back with another pregame live stream, man. This is what it all comes down to. Back to the wall. Game 5, NBA playoffs, Lakers versus Denver on the road. And, man, I've been thinking about this outcome over and over. What up, KJ? What's up, guys? Quicksilver, D-Free. What's up, my boy? Good to see you, man. Die Hard. Good to see y'all, man. Welcome. Oh, man, so much to talk about, guys. So little time. But let's dive right into it because first and foremost, we heard the rumor. I'm pretty sure all you guys heard it by now. If you're hoop heads like me, if you're diehards, you know already that it is being reported that Darvin Ham's job is in jeopardy if the Lakers season comes to an end tonight. Now, I don't know if that's specific to just it coming to an end tonight or the first round. However, I think that's great news for all Laker fans. Like regardless of the outcome tonight, we have something positive to look forward to. If we lose, Darvin Ham potentially gets fired. If we win, we freaking win and we keep going, baby. Come on, man. Look, this is the biggest game of the year in this sense. Right now, Denver still has all the momentum. It's us against the world. The officials are going to be blowing the whistle like too short in their favor. You know what I'm saying? The role players are going to step up more for Denver at home than they did on the road. The crowd is going to be obviously on their side, the altitude, all of that. But the keys for me, starting tonight, is obviously LeBron James and Anthony Davis. It's been the keys the whole series. Those two guys, they have to take over this game. They have to attack that paint, man. There's literally, when you look at the Denver Nuggets roster from A to Z, there's literally zero rim protectors on that team. Now, there's obviously athletes like Aaron Gordon could come from the weak side, get a block here and there. But I'm talking about bona fide anchors. We have one. And Anthony Davis. They have none. Literally nobody for them could step up and block shots and be an intimidator. Nobody, man. So that definitely works in the Lakers' favor if they just attack. And the last game attack we did, I loved when LeBron James and AD both got involved off of screens. They both got involved in the pick and roll. They both were moving without the basketball. They were both cutting. LeBron James, was in the paint, in the post, doing his thing. We know tonight where there's going to be fouls that aren't going to be called, Laker family. There's going to be plenty of those, right? But eventually, the Lakers have to learn how to play through it. And we did that the last game. Can we do it again tonight? Because if we do, I firmly believe the Lakers will swing momentum back our way if we win the game tonight. We win the game tonight. Now, all the pressure all of a sudden goes to Denver to try to win Game 6 in our house, by the way. Right? That's a lot of pressure on a road team. And then if we by some miracle chance win that one, guys, I'm going to go bonkers. And I feel like the Lakers could really make history here. So, but it starts tonight. They want to make a true believer out of me? You got to win tonight's game. Otherwise, it's all for nothing. It was just a gentleman's sweep. And it was just, saying at least we didn't get swept like the Suns. How about those Suns, though? How about those Suns? That's right, Die Hard. That's the energy right there. That's the spirit. Hey, appreciate my homegirl, Kimiko. Appreciate you. Much love to you. He said, especially with the Timberwolves having already wrapped up their series, you don't want to take too long. I agree, D-Free. Absolutely. But I'm gonna take it a step further and to say this, man. Those Denver Nuggets are not going to repeat this year. Regardless of whatever happens tonight, they're not repeating this year. I've been saying this on Around the League several weeks. And by the way, we have an episode coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But I've been saying several times that Denver wasn't going to – they didn't scare me like they did last year. Last year, they were a scarier team, right? Last year, they were a much scarier team. This year, the scary team, the boogeyman, is the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I want to talk a little bit about them because I've been telling you guys for the last couple of days that it's a new era, man. You just look around the league right now. Curry's not even in the playoffs. LeBron is one game away from being eliminated. Kevin Durant just got swept. Kawhi Leonard's knee can't even hold up. That bionic knee of his cannot even hold up any longer. Think about that. It's the start of a new era, man. And the likes of the Doncic, Ant-Man, Wemby's of the world, even though Wemby's still a year or two too early, but it's a young man's league. And in that spirit, we're hearing rumors, like Carrie Champion just tweeted, that she's hearing that this might be LeBron's last game, which makes no sense because we're trying to win tonight, Carrie. Right? So unless that's coming from Rich Paul, I don't want to hear it. Also, shout out to Rich Paul for informing the good people, man. So pretty much we talked about Darvin Ham's job being in jeopardy. I think that's a secret to nobody. I tell you guys, I'll start believing the rumors once we officially hit the offseason. But for now, that one seems pretty valid. Rich Paul also commented on LeBron's future recently, right? And he said, and I quote, he believes he will play 2 to 3 more seasons in the NBA, end quote. Okay. So look, I think 2 is the key. 2 is the key. And I think next year and maybe 1 year after that, if we get that far, assuming there's no major injuries, please, hopefully not. Right. So I think 2 more years is the number for LeBron. Now that obviously lines up with the Lakers on a contract extension, but that also could line up with anything he wants to do this summer. So keep a close eye out on that tongue twister. Try to say that 5 times quick, guys. Well, hopefully everybody's doing good, man. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all ready for tonight's game? I'm nervous, but excited at the same time. I feel the same way about every single playoff game, but especially elimination games when our team has its back to the basket. I mean, that is something else. Dan, I got a new Magic Johnson jersey and a Lakers backpack yesterday. Yeah, I saw the picture you sent me, bro. Really clean, man. Really nice, really neat. Saying cherish that. Craig said Edwards looks like the best player in the league. Bro, he's in the making for sure. And he's been one of my favorite players for the last couple of seasons. But this year, we saw it in Team USA how he elevated his game and he looked like that guy. And we were looking forward to him. Again, we talked about it on Around the League. It's going to be interesting because right now, LeBron, as long as he's in the league, he's going to be the face of the league. But as soon as he retires, who's going to be that next young man carrying the torch? He's a prime candidate for it. But you also have the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's not forget what he has done, right? He might not be as flashy, but he's damn as effective. He's damn sure as effective. And then we have, obviously, the Lukas of the world. I don't want to mention Jokic, but if he keeps winning, we're going to have no choice to mention his horse-loving ass. We have a bunch of good young players and prime players right now. The league is in good hands. So, we'll see who takes over. Who do you guys think? Chat, I want to know what you guys think. Who do you guys believe that is going to be the future face of the NBA? I know recency bias is going to say Anthony Edwards, but I think Wemby. For me, Wemby is that guy. I think if he continues to steadily elevate his game. He already exceeded a lot of people's expectations this year. So, but Anthony Edwards is a prime candidate. No Jamal Murray. Now, we don't have the confirmation of that. Supposedly, he had a sore ankle or whatever. But look, you guys know with the Lakers, everybody's always prepared to play against us. So, fool me once, you guys know the saying, right? Shame on you, but you can't fool me twice, fam. I'm not going to fall for this crap until I see him actually miss the game. By the way, we do have a injury update on Vando. He was upgraded from out to questionable. So that means, and when he was out there during practice, that means somebody, could he give it a go tonight? I don't know, Chet. What do you guys think? You think he's going to, I don't think they'll risk it tonight, especially if it's an elimination game, assuming we get eliminated. Why risk an injury to a future key player to this franchise? But at the same time, if he feels good, he might want to give it a go. And that would be huge for us. That could definitely help shift a little bit of momentum, even though if it's just spot minutes, 10 to 15, regardless, that would be huge, man. If Vando comes back, but right now he has been upgraded to questionable, right? So we'll see. Nathan, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for a super chat. He said, Dan, I live in Nugget country. Pray for me if we can't pull it out tonight. He said, but if we win tonight, pressure switches back to them to close us out. Yeah, man. Look, if we can win 2 in a row, it was tough for us already just winning 1 because 11 times in a row. That's why. But if we can win 1 more game, now we start creeping into their head. Oh, wait a minute. They might have figured something out. They got 2 in a row on us. They might have some sense of urgency and say, we got to win game 6. And that type of pressure could actually make you fumble, at the 1 yard line. So Hopefully that is the case for the Lakers and they take advantage of it. But tonight is the most dangerous game because they're going to be on. They don't want to go back to LA. They want to end it tonight. And are the Lakers going to have the backbone, the spine, and the heart to get us past, you know what I'm saying, to come back into the series, basically? We win one more, now we're in the conversation. We win two more, now we're the favorites, even though we'll be on a game 7 on the road. It's going to be really tough to win 2 road games, let alone one. It's going to be really tough to win 1 road game, let alone 2. So, but I believe if you get into evened out series, man, you got LeBron, you got AD, anything's possible. Hey, what up, Roy? Good afternoon, brother. But hey, Nathan, I pray for you, bro. Hopefully we get that win. I feel good today. Prince, what's up, my guy? He said, Dan, praying hard that we'll be able to pull off another win. He said, hoping for something like that, Avengers Endgame, whatever it takes. Bro, we're trying to win, bro, whatever it takes. I 110% agree with you. For me, what's most important is the role players today. Obviously, like I said, setting the tone between LeBron and AD, they have to attack. But what version of D'Angelo is going to show up? I've been hard on him because he's been 50% D-Lo. That's my new nickname for him. It went from ice in his veins. He got relegated back to 50%. Is he going to be 60% tonight? Is he going to, turn up a little bit more? Is he going to be 75%? Like, we need him to have a good game. And then Austin Reeves as well. He was aggressive at home. Don't let that go away from you, man. Don't play nervous. Don't turn the ball over for our backcourt. That's, I think, supremely important. And then Darvin. Will he call the timeouts and challenge plays again today? His job is on the line most likely today. Will he actually coach his heart out and, stop thinking of that little bubble of his, actually use his brain? Okay, that's what we need. We need Darvin to actually use his brain, right? Coach has been calling him out. Diehard says, give Vando Dinwiddie minutes. Spencer auditioning for Globetrotters. Spencer has been horrible, bro. You know what? He falls under the category of role players that look phenomenal before they come here. And then they come here and then they turn into Kent Bazemore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so sick of role players just disintegrating when they land in Los Angeles. It's like they're vampires. They just disintegrate when they land in Los Angeles. Ask Russell Westbrook. Disintegrate. AR will show up. He's a killer. I have no doubt. For me, I'm more concerned about his defense. Can he have another game when he kind of shuts down Jamal Murray? For the most part, he's been shooting him. He's been forcing him to a low field goal percentage. We know Jamal is going to – I don't want to hear about his ankle. We know he's going to play. Ain't no way in hell he's going to miss this game and give us momentum. Ain't no way. I've seen this movie before. I know how it goes. Austin Reeves, we know he's excited. He recently said he's excited to potentially try to come back from a 3-0 deficit. He said it isn't easy, but they're looking forward to the challenge. That's the mindset everybody has to have, right? But defensively is where it starts tonight, because Denver at home could easily get into the 120s. We can't have that. In order to win tonight, we're going to have to hold them to like 105, and we're going to have to get up into the 110s. All right, that's a tall task to ask on the road. That's why I say we still not the favorites in this game. I'm not going to sit here and lie to the public and say we're the favorites. We're for sure going to win. I hope we do, but again, my mindset since we went down 0-3, expect the worst and hope for the best. Man, I will no longer let my Lakers hurt me, fam. They can't do it. They can't get my hopes up and then only to shred it up. Can't do that, man. Oh, it's his calf, not his ankle. Appreciate that, bro. Whatever it is, we don't care. We don't care on this side, man. He's going to play. I promise you, bro. Thanks for clarifying that. But whatever, ankle, cankle, whatever it is, his toenail, he's not going to be able to. He's going to play. He's going to run. He's not going to fool me, man. Until I see the official breaking news, Jamal Murray is out, I don't believe anything. That team is just smoking. It reminds me of Paul Pierce with the wheelchair, man. I'm not buying that. Come on now. Come on now. He said, hey, Jonathan, appreciate you. He said, spam, pick and roll, make Jokic and Murray work. AR, D'Lo, or keys. Even if it's not pick and roll, I need these guys to post up close to the basket and go to work. There's a lot of small guards being played out there. KCP can't hold LeBron. Jamal Murray can't hold LeBron. Whenever we get those switches, I want to see LeBron go to work. AD, same thing. Nobody can hold AD. AD is, you see me, go around podcasts talking about this. LeBron is the best player on the team, but AD is the most important because he is our advantage, right? He is the mismatch. If we exploit that, we will feast. When we go away from him, we lose, right? So that's the problem. I need LeBron to be aggressive, but at the same time be smart. And don't try to play hero ball in the fourth quarter, especially if it's a close game. hero ball, save that for when the teammates aren't shooting well, and then you got to take over. But otherwise than that, move the rock, let everybody touch it, let everybody catch a rhythm, and be aggressive when you do. When it's time, 10 seconds into the shot clock, attack. He won't be at 100%. Yeah, man, but I'll tell you what, they're in the mile high. We won't be at 100% either. So it evens out. We can't go out here think. We can't even, if you're the Lakers or Laker fans, you can't even think of Jamal Murray's injury. You hope that it hampers him somehow. You hope. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't think of that. You have to think he's going to be healthy. I'm not going to take it easy on him. If I have to step on that ankle, whatever it takes to win, you got to win. Not that that's the Laker way. We're not a dirty team, but I'm saying if I have to go through it, if I have to shred that ankle, I have to put it in the paper shredder, I'm going to do it because I want to win regardless of anything. You know, so they cannot even worry about his ankle, bro, because the moment you start letting up is the moment they're going to execute you, man. And that's wraps after that. Well, hopefully, hey, man, I'm excited for a potential win. If we win tonight, the flags are coming out. That's how excited I am if we win tonight. But again, I'm protecting myself because I know what could potentially happen tonight. I know that they can come off to a slow start and it could be wraps from there. Or they can come out to a quick start and then, again, give up a lead. And, you know, again, that home crowd is going to be loud. That altitude, all that stuff is going against us. So it's all about intelligence and efficiency. Those are the two words we're going to go with tonight. We got to play intelligent. That means don't jack up threes. Take smart shots, high percentage shots, and efficiency. All right? If you're making the shots, keep shooting them. If you're missing the shots, pass, play defense, rebound, do other things to help your team win the game. Right? You don't always have to be a scorer, D'Angelo Russell or Austin Reeves. There's other things you guys can do to help. But if you're wide open, please knock those shots down. We need them. We need them tonight. You got to sell some of those flags at Court Kings. That's not a bad idea, bro. That's not a bad idea at all. Whatever the people want, man. He said, we need to play as if Murray is 100% healthy. We already saw what he's done on game 2 despite having a bad game. Yeah, man. Look, we're not 100% healthy. Vando, even if he plays, he's not 100% healthy. So we can't feel sorry for nobody. We got to come out here and execute for real. I'm going to go ahead and submit my prize picks entry now before some of these early games start, man. If you guys want to get involved, you guys know what to do. I'm feeling froggy today. What do you guys think, chat? I'm feeling froggy today, and I'm thinking I'm going to play the $250 entry that I have, the free prize picks one. So I'm going to go and say, LeBron will be aggressive, but I think he's going to start off as a distributor. All right, that's my gut feeling. I want him to be aggressive and get to 30 points, but I'm not sure. So I'm not going to go here because it could go either way. Let's see. Offensive rebounds, come on. This is a gimme. The Lakers give up so many offensive rebounds. That's a gimme right there. That if you want free money, pick up Jokic on the offensive rebound. That's all he does. Points, rebounds for AD. He's been cooking, and we need him again tonight. So I'm picking him up there. Cooking, and we need him. That's a double whammy. Who else? Who else we picking up? Bam Adebayo? Oh, apparently he's been getting points as well himself, huh? Yeah, I just don't believe in Bam like that, so I'm not even going to go there. What about Jason Tatum? 40 points, rebounds, assists. He's only done it once. Again, a lot of the times you got to go under on these folks, all right? A lot of the times because it's the playoffs. That's how you get your money. Let's see who else. Who else is here? Points, rebounds, assists, Bam. Hasn't got it once. Will he get it now? I doubt it. All right. So there you go. We have 4. Jaime Hawkins. It's in Boston, right? I believe this game is in Boston, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it in Miami again? I don't remember. I won't go there either. Man, this guy hasn't scored a lot either. I'm kind of surprised. I thought he'd be key to a playoff run, maybe just having a bad series. Let's see. Chat, you guys have any suggestions? Let's see. Yo, salute. Oh, they're playing in Miami? Good looking out. If they're playing in Miami, nah, I just won't risk it. Role players are hit or miss. D'Angelo Russell, man. D'Angelo Russell. Listen, I'm gonna choose to believe in you one more time, all right? 23 points, rebounds, assists. Please don't let me down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need one more, chat. Jalen Breezy. That's on Tuesday. He's been balling, though. Jalen Brunson has been balling. It's an elimination game, too, and it's going to be at home. So you know what? I'm going to leap, y'all. I'm going to leap. That's going to be my $250 entry, y'all. Feel free to tail it or not, but make sure you play with promo code DTLF. All right, so we got Jokic, we got AD, we got Jason Tatum, we got Bam Adebayo, D'Lo. I'm going to choose to believe in him one more time tonight. And then Jalen Brunson. All right, that's going to be my entry. I like this one because, yeah, he just scored 47 points. That's not what it is, though. His points, rebounds, and assists combined. JB is involved in like more than 60% of their offense. So I'm going to go there. All right, and that's going to be my $250 free entry, man. I'm excited for that one. Hopefully it hits. That'd be cool. All right, y'all. Back to the game. I'll answer a couple questions. Hey, thanks for Super Chat, brother. He said, Lakers win tonight, and they mentally weaken Denver just like 2016 Warriors. LeBron has been there before, and he knows how big tonight is. I'm expecting everything from our stars, especially. I'm expecting everything from our stars, especially, y'all. And if they come out here and they lay an egg, I'm going to be supremely disappointed because that means that one win didn't mean shit other than don't get swept. But if they can win tonight, they'll make us all proud. It shows that they still want it. It shows that even though the chemistry isn't there, you hear D'Angelo talking like an individual, not like a teammate. You hear Darvin Ham throwing people under the bus. You hear all kinds of things going on. But if they can battle in spite of that, again, all season long we've had our backs to the wall. Think about it. If we had lost too many games in the last month, we wouldn't even be in the playoffs. We would have been the Warriors right now, right? So we've been playing with our backs to the wall. We're no strangers to this. Are we capable of winning? Of course. Will we actually do it, though? Will guys actually play big and not shrink? I'm talking to you, D'Angelo. I'm talking to you, Austin. I'm talking to you, Rui, who hasn't had a single good game, right? I'm talking to everybody. Spencer off the bench. If Vando plays, please. I hope he logs in some valuable defensive minutes. Christian Wood was cleared to play last game. Didn't even see a single minute on the court. You feel me? So all of this can factor into it. And in reality, their bench has been just as mediocre as ours. That's why every game has been for the taking except for game 3, right? So moving forward, man, I just want to see them just leave it all out on the line. That's it. Dan, are you going to cover the Heat versus Celtics game on playback? I might do the second half. I got some things to do. I might do the second half, but I'm for sure. I got you guys. You already know I got you on the Lakers game, man. Make sure you guys do tap in over there. It's going to be packed, so get there early. And, yeah, that's the way it's going to go. Matter of fact, let me drop the link for those of you that haven't joined the playback family. Guys, what are you waiting for? The link is right there. It's very easy. You just click on it, download the app. Free league pass for the first 20 to get to watch it on with me and the crew. No blackout restrictions. So that's the really cool part, even if you're in LA. So tap in, chat. Tap in. Is Vando starting? We don't even know if he's playing, chat. We don't even know he's playing. I'm waiting for the updates. But they're probably not going to hit till later on, like right before the game, which is fine. But he got upgraded from out to questionable. So that means there's a slight chance. It's like a 15% chance he plays. Will he start? Most likely not. I doubt it. I doubt he starts. But he can get 10 to 15 minutes, and those 10 to 15 minutes can be everything, especially if he provides that energy off the bench, At 5, we'll get the update. All right, we'll see. We will see. Follow me on social, guys. You guys see all the information down below. Follow me on socials, and then I will update you guys up there. He said, I'm going to be nervous if we come out like gangbusters. But I'm going to be nervous regardless. If we come out and we trail by 10, it's going to be really hard to come back. If we come out and we lead by 10, it's going to be hard to maintain the lead because we're on the road and because we haven't done it for the most part. The only game where we maintained the lead throughout was the last game. And so the intensity has to be the same. It took my guy, AD, 20-plus rebounds in order to solidify a win. Think about that. So he's going to have to be an absolute monster tonight as well. Monster. I'm going to be nervous if we come out like – I already read down. He said upgraded to questionable is a good sign. I really do think he's going to play for real. I think so, too. I think there's a chance, but then you never know what Darvin does. Darvin is something else, man. He's so unpredictable. He might actually just whip out Max Christie tonight. We don't know. He's been unpredictable. Not, sometimes that's a good thing, but most times it's not, because even the players don't know what role they're coming into. So when they get thrown out there, they might not know how to react. You know what I mean? My guy Richard, he said, shout out to your channel. I'm new here. He said, we must win the boards and our bench must produce. And Murray isn't as hurt as they're making it sound. If we win, they are in trouble. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate you, bro. Welcome to the family. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, fam. Listen, year-round coverage. All summer long, got you guys. So regardless of whatever happens, I got the best coverage as far as Laker basketball. Guaranteed. So stay tuned. He said Murray is hurt, so there's an advantage there. Yeah, we can't look at it like that. We just got to come out here and play to the best of our ability. Murray hurt or not, he can still kill you. He can still dagger you at the end. Dan, if Vanderbilt plays, yeah, they're obviously it's going to help us, guys. But we don't know what level Vando's going to come back to. What if he comes back? He logs in like 5 minutes, doesn't make a shot. Obviously, doesn't get a rebound, doesn't get a steal. He's just out there running. You know, he's hurt. He's coming off a major injury. We don't know how he's going to look. So I don't want to put too much pressure on Vando either, but it'll be nice. I think it will pick up the roster spirit to see him out there. And if he makes big plays for us, watch out. AD has to stop hitting the floor. He has a wrist sprain. Plus, he gets back late on defense. I agree, Diehard. I've been telling you guys all playback, man. This guy, Anthony Davis, I hate the way he dives to the floor every time he drives to the basket. It gets annoying. You know who else does it? And he's always injured as well, is Joel Embiid. So I don't know if this is a modern Curry thing from the Steph Curry era, or if it's just bigs being soft nowadays. They don't want to play big, but you have to play through the contact and try to be on your feet, bro. Don't get knocked down unless you got knocked down. Because like my guy Diehard said, he could end up hurting his wrist again or something. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks to see big men that are always flopping. I don't remember Shaq being on the floor as much. Not even a quarter as much as these modern day bigs. You know, if he was on the floor, there's some real contact going on because that was a big boy, right? Same thing for AD, man. He needs to stay up strong, right? Hey, what's up, Kurt? Good to see you, bro. How much do you see doubling on Jokic? From what I've noticed this series, they've been doubling him early and late in the shot clock, not in the middle. Early, when he has his back to the basket, when he's close to the baseline, that way he doesn't have a lot of room to operate. But he's doing a step through, like it's almost like a travel. It's weird because he already moved his pivot foot, yet he's stepping through on the pass. Should be called a traveling, all right? But it's probably not going to be called. So he's been getting away with it sometimes. And then late in the shot clock, that way he either needs to force it up, or if he makes the pass, maybe it'll get deflected. So I don't mind that style of doubling, especially if Vando plays. Vando is great at jumping the passing lanes. He's a very high basketball IQ, 6'10", with a 7'1" wingspan. He's going to get to some of those loose balls and turn them over if they're doing cross-court passes with Jokic. But you also have to be careful with Joker because he could fake a pass and then turn around, shoot it the other way. You could fake a pass and then hit it to a different person cutting or something. I mean, he's just a cerebral player. So you can't stop him. You can only hope to slow him down. But I really don't like how he gets away with hooking, traveling, etc., right? It's really hard to play against him and the refs. I think that's one thing that, throughout the history of the NBA, they always have like a golden child that's really hard to guard. And this seems to be the one, Jokic. Oh, bro, sci-fi. You know I'm going Canelo all day, brother. I'm going Canelo all day, my guy. You know, Guadalajara in the house, man, in the building, bro. D-Free said even if he doesn't dive to the floor, he's always the last one up the court while Jokic is first. Also, there are correct ways to fall so you don't get hurt. Yeah, but, D-Free, you're absolutely right. I don't want him falling at all because this ain't soccer, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want him flopping back and forth, man. There's no grass in there, man. It's all hardwood floor. So the chances of him being hurt, especially him just by his name being AD, is mid to high. And if we can prevent that by please just don't fall, that's even better. But I agree, there is ways to fall and stuff like that. But yeah, AD, sometimes I think he thinks he's a guard, right? Because you see the guards do this all the time. They throw themselves out there driving to the basket. We got to remember he played point guard in high school, right? Or something like that. So he probably believes he's a guard, probably. Lakers in 7, remember me. Everybody wants credit, man. If the Lakers come back in 7, I don't care who gets the credit. I just want the Lakers to win, man. That's it. One game at a time. Lakers tonight would be huge for the bottom line, man. For the bottom line, like if the Lakers win tonight, I promise you, all these sports entities are going to start switching their stance, and they're going to start saying the Lakers have a chance, which is ultimately going to be true. But as of right now, as we coming in pregame, Denver has all the momentum. They're going to come out here firing, right, on all cylinders, and we have to be able to counter that. We have to be able to weather the storm, and if we get out with a storm of our own, we have to be able to not just protect the lead, but build on it. And that's a huge thing right there, is that the Lakers, whenever they get a lead, they start protecting, and they start trying to milk the clock, rolling the ball on the floor. If they start doing that tonight, we're in trouble, because that means Denver's on the attack and we're on the defense. 9 times out of 10, the team that's on the attack and more aggressive is going to get the ball going their way. I'm talking about rebounds, steals, and shots, right? So let's play smart tonight, man. Please don't play scared. I know we're in an elimination game, but we technically been there all season long, right? We got to crash as a unit. I do agree with that. He said this series goes as D'Lo and Reeves goes. Yeah, I mean, they're starting guards, right? So you can't have minimal production from your starting guards. Meanwhile, Murray, KCP, and Michael Porter Jr. are cooking us. It just can't happen. It's a recipe for disaster. Chat. Telly, whose minutes do you take if Vando plays? I think Spencer has been the worst player on the court, man. Like, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't defended. He hasn't rebounded. He hasn't passed well. And he damn sure hasn't shot well. It might have to be Dinwiddie, man. Honestly, I was hoping, me and the guys over on Playback were hoping that Dinwiddie would lose his minutes to Max Christie. The fact that Max hasn't seen a single minute is criminal. Because you're talking about a 6'6" guard who's got great athleticism, can help you on the boards. He's got good defensive instincts. Maybe he's still raw and wet between the ears. Sometimes he over gambles and stuff like that. But he's got good defensive instincts and can actually knock down the shot. He has a nice form. The fact that Dinwiddie has not even shown up at all should have made, and again, that's why there's levels to coaching. It should have made it an easy decision for Darvin to play him at least 30 minutes in this whole series. 5 here, 5 there. He should at least have 30 under his belt. He doesn't have a single minute, and it just shows you the lack of creativity by Bubble Brain over there, man. He struggles to adjust. Meanwhile, a second-year player, who I believe was drafted in the second round, maybe late first round, if I'm not mistaken, Christian Braun, has actually played for the Nuggets and I think he's been probably their best bench player, if I'm not mistaken, for the Denver Nuggets. So it just shows you the difference, and that's also the difference in the series. 3-1, lack of creativity, lack of calling timeouts, lack of challenging plays. We had LeBron James, the best player on your team, throwing a tantrum to try to get you to do it, to the coaching staff to challenge a play. And that's what irritates me. It shouldn't take a great player like LeBron to throw a tantrum to get you to try to challenge a play. Let that sink in. Darvin Ham's been swimming against the current. We know AD already threw him under the bus. LeBron James visibly looked frustrated already. You're hearing rumors, even though they might not have a lot of validity or truth to it, but you're hearing people like Kerry Champion, who might have some connections, say that this is LeBron's last game as a Laker. So there's trouble in paradise. We know that, but we're trying to play through it, right? And Darvin isn't helping. If Darvin could just do his job, listen, Darvin all year long has been scamming the front office and the fans, right? And I used this example before. It's like a surgeon. You guys ever seen those movies when it's like a comedy movie where somebody dresses up as a surgeon and they pull him into the into the ER, and then so they don't know what to do? That's Darvin. He's sitting there with the gloves like, bro, you a head coach. Do your job, right? Figure out when you have to call timeouts. Don't allow 2-3 extra possessions to go off before you call a timeout. That could be the difference in a ball game, and it has been throughout the series. We've lost games in this series because Darvin refused to call timeouts or challenge plays. And so I hope that doesn't happen tonight, because I'm going to lose my shit. If we lose this game because of Darvin Ham, we better give him the same Frank Vogel treatment, right? Frank Vogel treatment has to be on deck. That means you don't even get to see the locker room before you get fired. The reporters better find out before anybody. Like, we need the same. I don't care. ESPN criticizes for that. It was warranted. And listen, by the way, there's rumors that Frank Vogel might get fired with the Suns. People have been asking me for my thoughts, and I've been saving it for this pregame. These are my thoughts. I told you guys he was overrated as a coach. Some people said, oh, we should have kept him. No, because he claims to be a defensive coach, but people forgot his rotations were not great either. People forgot that he was also playing small ball at some point. And people forgot that when we won in 2020, they didn't want to give full credit to him. Guys, it took to the final game of the finals for him to insert Alex Caruso as the starting guard, which should have been done in the beginning of the playoffs, the way with the regular season he had. I don't like coaches that take forever to make the right adjustments. I'm sorry. This is why he's getting fired again. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. See a lot of softies out there protecting Darvin Man on Twitter, talking about, oh, it's not his fault. It's his fault. He's getting fired for a reason. He couldn't even get one win with a super team. That's 1-800 your fault. On top of that, they traded DeAndre Ayton, which we said it on Around the League. That's going to be a huge problem. You went with a non-defensive center, and now you see what it is. So this is what I find ironic, right? There's some people, there's a part of Laker Nation that they're apologists. Every time somebody gets fired, Luke Walton gets fired, it wasn't his job. Lakers scapegoat. Bullshit. Luke Walton wasn't a good coach, and you could see that shit. He wasn't even ready to get the position. He went to Sacramento, and people were telling me, Dan, you guys are going to regret it. Luke Walton was a great coach. The team over there in Sacramento actually took a step back when he was there. De'Aaron Fox took a step back. Everybody that was there, all the young players took a step back, right? So they were absolutely wrong. And again, they are wrong with Frank Vogel. When Frank Vogel got hired by the Suns, I saw some quote-unquote Laker fans saying, oh, Frank Vogel's going to get his revenge, and he's going to make the Lakers pay. Watch. Well, he just got swept. He got swept. What you got to say now? Oh, it wasn't his fault. Don't blame him. This, that. Listen, man, I've been wrong myself. It's okay to be wrong. Sometimes you sound worse when you compound your wrongness with more wrongness. Frank Vogel is not a bad coach, but he's so much better as an assistant, or maybe even a defensive coach, right? I'm not hating on Frank Vogel, but I'm saying, to me, on a championship team with superstars in it, Frank Vogel's not that guy, because you actually have to have a strong personality to coach these guys, or else you're going to lose their locker room. You hear the reports that are coming out. Bradley Beal, everybody saw the viral clip, right? Darvin Ham is similar. Darvin Ham lost his superstars in his second year. That tells you everything. It's not easy, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy to coach. I can't do it, right? I'm not going to act like I'm a better option, right? People are saying, Dan, you should coach the team. I'm like, no, I don't have experience. I'm a fan, right? But I will say this. Frank Vogel got fired properly at the right time. We gave him an extra couple years after he won a chip, and he was kind of exposed by the assistant coaching staff. Once they started leaving, our team got worse. That's just a fact. Of course, obviously the front office made some mistakes along the way, but for the most part, man, I knew Frank. Even when we hired him, if you guys go back and watch my grading video on Frank Vogel, he wasn't my first option, so I wasn't too happy about it. But I gave the Lakers a C+, which is exactly the type of coach that Frank Vogel is. 4 or 5 years later, he's still a C+ coach. He's an above average coach. He's not a great coach. For the Lakers, the next coach, I want him to be an A coach. A. You don't need to have the plus. You don't need to be perfect, but he has to be top notch, man. I'm sick of the Lakers just settling for these C+, C-, D+ coaches, right? I'm sick of it, and it keeps happening. That's why we don't have any stability, man. Hello, Kitty. Thank you so much for super chat. Appreciate you. She says, "Go Lakers." Thank you, Dan, for your YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining me always, man. And it's always a pleasure and a blast to kick it with you guys, pre-post, all of that, and in the off season. So I look forward to bringing you guys all the best content. My guy said, I like Byron Scott as a coach. I don't mind Byron, but he came in at the wrong time. But I'm not going to sit here and blame Byron because we were in a rebuild, right? We were in a rebuild. So I'm not going to sit here and blame him, but not my favorite. Honestly, we haven't had stability since Phil Jackson. We had Mike D'Antoni, Byron Scott, Mike Brown. Mike Brown was also a good coach. It was just the wrong timing, right? So Byron Scott and Mike Brown are two coaches that I'll give them a pass in their stint. Everybody else, nah, man, I would never like to see them here again, ever. Starting with Darvin and Frank Vogel. I've seen some fans even go say, let's go back and get Frank Vogel. It's like we forgot, guys. It's like we forgot how bad he was. Listen, the same chant that we're saying now, fire Darvin, was the same one for fire Vogel. It was the same chant. right? So it's like we can't forget these things, man. We cannot forget these things. Thank you so much, Hello Kitty, though. I appreciate you. Much love to you. My guy Cadet says Mike Jackson would be great for us. Mark Jackson, yeah, it's Mark Jackson, and thank you for super chat, bro. I think Mark Jackson deserves a shot, right? Now he's been out of the league for a couple years, so I'm not sure what type of schemes or whatever he's going to implement if he does get a shot with us. But I would love Mark Jackson or Jeff Van Gundy or somebody with experience. I'm tired of hiring these ex-assistants and basically they become an experiment here with us. No more of that, please. Let's get some real head coaches up in here that can do some real head coaching stuff. You know, I don't know. And also here's another thing is that I hate how it takes forever for the Lakers front office to react. If a coach isn't working, forget the money. You'll make that back. You got to fire him on the spot and stop giving up 4-5-year deals on these coaches. Saying give them 1 to 2 year prove it deals. And then after that, if they exceed expectations or even live up to them, then you can work on an extension. But got to be smart. Unless it's a right coach that's coming in right with all the cachet already, then I don't mind a long-term deal. But still, man, you got to be careful. Right? Text. Bro, I literally went on Twitter. I seen people saying we should bring back Frank Vogel. I couldn't believe this shit. What? Did they forget how horrible he was? I think this is where you separate the casual from the diehard fans. The diehard fan pays attention to detail. The casual will just look at the overall picture and say, well, Frank helped us to a championship in 2020. It wasn't just Frank, man. Who remembers the coaching staff, the assistants? They were all head coach material with head coaching experience. And we had Rondo, who was basically a coach on the floor, plus LeBron, who's another coach on the floor. Like, all that factored into it. And even then, I saw Frank Vogel do some really suspicious stuff, like not starting Alex Caruso till the bitter end. Like, that was crazy to me. Alex Caruso was clearly the starting guard on that team. Clearly. Let's see. Not ready. Lakers basketball to be over today. So hopefully it won't be, my brother. Hopefully it will not. Nobody's ready. You know I'm not ready. You know I bleed this purple and gold stuff, man. We should have gotten Ty Lue. That's probably one of the biggest mistakes the Lakers have made, right? Was we went cheap on him. And now we overpaid somebody like Darvin. Horrible. But I'll tell y'all what, man. I feel good. The NBA is exciting again. You know, we got a bunch of young bloods out here just hooping. The Lakers are still in it. So as long as Lakers are in it, I'm excited. But how about those Knicks going up 3-1 on the road, man? What a tough game. And how about that Jalen Brunson, 47 points, man? I did want to talk a little bit about it. We're going to touch more on it tomorrow on Around the League. But that's an impressive team, man. So I'm excited for them to continue to watch them regardless of whatever happens today. But hopefully we do win because playoff basketball ain't the same once the Lakers are out. It's just not. Also, the Mavericks versus the Clippers. That series is very weird because the 2 games that the Clippers have won, Kawhi has been out in both. Now, obviously, his injuries, he's not the same player. All that factors into it. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you know, the Mavs kind of don't play any defense. So it's like, damn, they were so hot during the regular season. Like they caught on fire. They won I think 15 out of the last 20 games or something like that. But you can see that the Mavericks defensively just not it. I really love Derek Lively. He's still young. He's still learning, though. He'll make mistakes, get himself into foul trouble. Max Kleber at the 5 is ridiculous. You're asking for a loss, putting him at the 5. That's another coaching mistake right there. But, yeah, I hope that the Mavs have enough to pull it out because I would be annoyed if the Clippers make it to the second round. Like, nobody's trying to see that. Nobody, especially not Los Angeles. Prince said Mark Jackson out there auditioning himself in the public. Why look for someone else? Front office, go grab him and get Rondo and Redick as assistants along with Handy. I'd love for him to get an opportunity. But again, even with him, I would love like a prove it deal because nobody's lining up to get Mark Jackson. So if you're the Lakers, you have to be an opportunist and say, all right, Mark, we'll give you a 2-year deal with a 1-year team option. That means if we don't like the way you did it the first year, we can opt out and go a different route. We don't want to waste too much time. Lakers got to be a lot more savvy. Mark Jackson would love to coach the Lakers. He already came in for an interview a couple years ago. When we hired Darvin Ham, we also gave Mark Jackson an interview. Ironically, we never heard nothing about that interview. So, I don't know what came of it, but I do understand this. He wants to be a Laker, so you take advantage of that. Nobody else is lining up for him. You know? Dan, we could have had Kyrie. What were we thinking trading for Westbrook? I don't think we ever could have had Kyrie, to be honest. We tried trading for him when he was on the Brooklyn Nets. We had the assets. We would have gave up a better package than the Dallas Mavericks, but this is the Laker tax is real, man. And I'm not even trying to make an excuse for the front office. This is why LeBron tweeted out. Y'all remember when he said maybe it's just me? Like I think he meant to say maybe the league just hates him, and that's why he can never get the deals other teams get whenever he's on the team, right? So I think that's what he meant by that. Because the Lakers definitely tried to get Kyrie. They really did. Off topic, will you be doing a sequel to the intro? You may have commented on it in the past. I did it. It's on. It's already up on iTunes and all media streaming platforms. I did it. It was like a 2 minute and 50-second song. And it's up there on iTunes. So just type in Dtlf. And all my music pops up, so definitely check it out, man. I did do a sequel, and it's up there for sure. But people like the original so much that I just kept this one. You know, I held on to this one, and I left it as the intro. Maybe eventually we will be, more music is coming for sure. So we'll see if people like something else, we'll replace it. It's whatever the people want. But thank you for asking, Chrissy. Appreciate you. Let's see. It has been a 2-year deal for any coach due to the continuity. 2+1 will work. Yeah, I'm cool with that, but just don't be giving out 4 to 5 year deals. You know, I don't like that at all. It bothers me, man. I know it bothers all of you guys as well that we went cheap versus someone like Tyronn Lue, and then we hired Darvin Ham only because he had history with the Lakers. It's like a family-run business. Sometimes they say don't mix business with pleasure, you know what I'm saying, with family. And that's the reason why, because you end up making the wrong decisions and it ends up impacting the business. You can't do that. So I want Jeannie just to leave the friendliness out of it. I don't even want her to take the next coach out to dinner, none of that. Just let Rob Pelinka deal with it, and we'll proceed that way. Because once these coaches get comfortable, they feel like they're a part of the family. They feel like they could do no wrong, and there's no pressure for them. Look, Darvin, when he first got hired here, he said all the right things, including when he got hired. He mentioned how he knew that taking his job comes with a lot of pressure. And then a year in, he had his most infamous quote to date, right? When he said that we can't live and die with every game. Talking about us, the fans. Listen, this is why we're called diehard Laker fans. We live and we die with every freaking game. That's why you see me sometimes going on rants. People love the rants. I don't know why. I'm always pissed in them. But I guess we can all, connect in that way. And then you see me super hyped and waving the flag when we do something special. So we live and we die. It's called being a diehard fan. And he should have known that. And I think he did. But for whatever reason, he switched up once he got hired, right? It's like when you put in the job application, you say you speak 6 languages, you get hired, and they ask you to translate, and you only know English. It's like that's Darvin Ham right there, man. He's that fake translator that put it, he put it in his resume that he knew 6 languages. Bro only knew 1, right? Let's see. Questions. D Princess, not sure where Lionel Hollins at right now. Is he even still physically fit to coach? He can be a good candidate to bring him back as a lead assistant again. He was another great one in 2020. Him and Jason Kidd, I think, did phenomenal work for the Lakers. They were a huge reason why we won the championship. I think we were a 3-headed coaching squad. You know, we were a 3-headed coaching squad with Frank Vogel being the top of the snake, 3-headed snake at the coaching position, man. So there's that, right? My guy said, is Murray out? Unofficially. They haven't mentioned anything about Jamal Murray. I don't expect him to be out because you guys know what happens every time they say somebody's hurt, right? That player comes out like Paul Pierce out of that wheelchair, man, doing willies and shit. So we cannot worry about that. But I understand your concern, Johnny, because if he is out, then that greatly improves our chances of winning tonight's game, right? Greatly. LA is most liberal, and we know politics are involved regarding Mark Jackson. He'd be so good for the Lakers. Yeah, I don't care about politics. We shouldn't mix politics into sports. All right, so let's go out and grab the best candidate. Man, I don't like him, but if Donald Trump was the best head coaching candidate, I'd say go get him, Lakers. You feel me? Forget about politics. When it comes into sports, it's a completely different thing. Completely. There's gonna be a tough series. Hood Lakers can make history. Dan, can you see Ant-Man facing his way to the Lakers in a couple years? Marco, the only way I see that happening, Marco, is if he wins a championship with the Timberwolves and he has nothing to prove. But it's not likely, all right? If he wins one there, he'll be the greatest Timberwolf in franchise history. So he'll probably want to, you know what I'm saying? He'll want to deepen his roots there and build something special, right? So most likely no. Even if he doesn't win, most likely no. But you just, and the truth of the matter is when he becomes an unrestricted free agent, you never know, especially if around that time things aren't going his way and he's carrying the team, he's breaking his back. You never know. People can have a change of heart, right? So City Light said, Dan, we need Adrian Griffin. I still don't understand why he was fired, man. That team, the Milwaukee Bucks, have hit rock bottom since he got let go. Was it because the stars didn't like him because he was hard-nosed? I don't get it. But it bothers me. It bothers me that a head coach that had his team 18 games over 500 was fired. And then they brought in a worse coach, right? All bad, all bad. But what do you guys think, chat? Make sure you guys leave it in the comment section. Again, if you already haven't tapped in Prizepicks, now's the time. Listen, go under on a lot of high numbers. That's the key to getting big bucks. I've been blessed enough to win some big money throughout the years, throughout my last 2 years playing Prizepicks since I got sponsored by them. And so I'm going to tell you all this, man. This is the key to winning big money on Prizepicks. Go under on the high numbers. So if they got somebody going off for 40 points, even if they went off for 40 the game before, the chances of them doing that in a high-stakes playoff game 2 times in a row are slim. So you go under, right? So that's the key right there. I'm trying to help y'all win some money. But if it's your first time playing, make sure you use promo code DTLF, and it gets you 100% deposit match guaranteed all the way up to $100. So if you put in 10, you get 10 back for free. So 20 in total to play with. If you put in 100, you get 100 back to play with. That's free money to play with and earn money, and then you can pull it out and cash in, baby. So make sure you guys do that. Check it out. Any final questions? Jackson hasn't coached in like a decade more. I don't think he's capable at this point. And you might be right. This is why I said I would love to see him get an opportunity, but I don't know if he's going to have it down. You know, I don't know if he's going to be up to par for the job. It comes with a lot of pressure. I believe he will be, but I don't know for sure. I'm done trying to guess if this coach is going to be good or not based on how they talk. Okay? I'm not going to do that. I got to see it to believe it from here on out. Darvin Ham sold me on it. I really thought we were going to have a great head coach. And look what we got instead, chat. But anyways, guys, it's going to wrap it up for me. Do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you already haven't. I truly appreciate it. And follow us on Playback, all right? Because Playback is where you get to watch along with us and interact. It's the future of sports. So definitely tap in with Playback. The link is in right here in the comment section. And I will see you guys over there at 7. All right. Make sure to be there early to get a VIP pass and get free league pass for the day to watch along with us. All right. Enjoy the rest of the games that are going on right now. I may tap in for the second half of one of these games if they're good, but most likely I will be on Playback at 7. All right. See you guys here for post game. Go Lakers, baby. Let's get this win, man. Let's get it.